Hi, I'm Teri, and you're watching the Modest Economist channel. Since it's the beginning of the year, I thought I'd like to start with something that could be uplifting, maybe a moment of magical thinking. I read an article recently that said using your imagination can really be powerful in times like this. And so my powerful imagination got to work. I started to think about these huge lottery jackpots that we've seen. Just the other day, somebody won $1 billion. Can you imagine? And what if that person who won $1 billion was you? After they figure out what the cash payout is and what taxes are due, you're going to have $500 million. Now, what happens next? Do they give you a check? And do you take the check to the bank and walk up to the teller and say, here's my check for $500 million and could I have cash back with that, please? And the teller is saying, well, it might take 5 to 7 days to clear, but eventually you have $500 million in cash. And so that made me think about, well, am I insured? Are my deposits insured? And there is an organization that does insure cash deposits at the bank. It's called the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, also known as the FDIC. But here's a little catch. The FDIC only insures a single account holder for up to $250,000. Now, you can have other types of accounts, but even so, you've got $500 million and you want to make sure you're protecting your winnings. So even if you opened up 4 FDIC eligible accounts at one bank, that's only $1 million. It means you would have to go out and find 500 other FDIC insured banks. That's not very efficient. So I decided what I would do is I would put all the money in my brokerage account and I would start buying 30-year US Treasury bonds, one of the safest investments that you can buy today. Now, a 30-year Treasury bond today is yielding about 2%. And I know that doesn't sound like very much, but 2% on, you can see how my mind thinks, 2% on $500 million is $10 million a year. And that $10 million, with it, you haven't even touched the $500 million in principal. Even if you're lucky enough to just win $1 million, the FDIC insurance is going to be the same. And so you'd have to open up 4 accounts at one bank to insure yourself up to $1 million or 4 other banks. What to do? You know, as I said in the beginning, this is just a moment of magical thinking that takes me away and maybe you away from all of the stuff that we're dealing with right now. And I realized after all of this serious deliberation on my part about insurance and where I would invest and what I would do, I'm not going to win. And the reason I'm not going to win is that I never remember to buy the ticket. So, oh well, at least I've got an investment strategy. And so for investment strategies not related to winning the lottery, you can go to themodesteconomist.com. I've also written a short paper on banking and the FDIC. If you'd like to go directly to the FDIC to read about the different types of accounts that you can have that will be FDIC eligible for $250,000 each, you can go to fdic.gov. So thank you very much and good luck.